frustrated and annoyed at having to spend hours in front of your computer, especially if you're coming home tired after sitting behind a computer all day at work. This might be why so many people who start using those expensive software programs just give up and never even come close to learning a second language at all. Next, you could try enrolling in university language classes. That will cost you between $4,000 and $10,000. And for at least the first year, you'll spend all your time with your head in a textbook learning useless grammar rules and endless vocabulary lists without learning how to actually speak a second language at all. Learning a language isn't like learning math or science, but that's exactly how everyone tries to teach it. Honestly, if you're watching this video, you've probably already tried learning a language that way in high school or college, and you already know how ineffective those techniques actually are. Finally, you could try total immersion, taking off to a foreign country for months or even a full year to finally get a new language. You'll probably learn a new language that way, as long as you've got the guts to go out and talk to native speakers. But it will cost you at least $25,000, and probably closer to $100,000 depending on airfare and where you want to live. And you'll have to uproot your entire life, leave your friends and family behind, and get permission from your boss to be out of the country for months on end, which really isn't very likely. Let me ask you a question. Years from now, when you're looking back on your life, how are you going to feel if you could have learned a second language, or a third or a fourth, simply by listening to your iPod or MP3 player for 30 minutes a day for 10 short days? Not to get depressing here, but most people let their dreams and ambitions pass them by. They get too busy or come up with some other lame excuse to forget to improve themselves and become the person they always wanted. How are you going to feel if you could have taken that first step towards becoming bilingual or even trilingual? Could have learned a new language as quickly and easily as your average 2-year-old, exposed yourself to a whole new world of culture, conversation, and opportunity. Just by putting on a pair of headphones for 10 days in a row, and you didn't do it? The regular retail price of the Quick and Simple course is just $30. That's less than one session of one class at a local language school, not to mention what you'll pay for supplies and gas. And a lot less than you'll pay for the only other method that could get you anywhere near the results we're offering you today, which is true immersion in a foreign country. Anyone who used the Quick and Simple course to learn a second language would say it's an absolute steal at $30. And honestly, with the cost of creating the CDs and the effort that was put into developing each of these programs, the business guys tell me the absolute least we should sell this program for is $20. But you know what? I want to make this a real no-brainer for you. I know you've been thinking about learning a new language, whether for your career, for travel, or just to improve yourself, for a long time. And I know you've always regretted not learning a second language when you were young, when it was supposedly so easy to do. Though you'll discover it's actually much easier for an adult to learn a second language with Dr. Pimsleur's techniques. I want you to try this program for yourself and see how well it actually works. That's why, as part of Pimsleur's 30th year anniversary, I've convinced my boss to let you have the Quick and Simple course in any language you want for just $10 if you act today. And because I really wanted to make this offer as generous as possible, I also received permission to offer you 100% free shipping if you act now.
Open up a new browser, go to this website right now. We have over 16 languages available.
Simply listen to each lesson for 30 minutes per day, and in just 10 days, you'll be amazed as you gain conversational skill in your new language in shockingly little time. Pimsleur is a best-selling and world-famous language method that's been relied on by more than 25 million people over the past 30 years. Dr. Pimsleur's techniques have been featured in the New York Times, the Daily News, Forbes, PBS, the Washington Post, the Los Angeles Times, the Boston Herald, and dozens more publications in dozens of languages all around the world. And of course, you're backed up by our proficiency guarantee. Speak by the 10th day or you don't pay. No questions asked.
Why not order right now? Here. It's all just one click of a mouse away.
Use the material. Go through the audios. Experience for yourself how easy it is to just pick up a new language, even one you've never even heard spoken before, using this revolutionary and proven methodology, and without ever having to do language drills, learn grammar rules, or memorize endless lists of vocabulary words. If you aren't absolutely blown away by the experience, if you don't get amazing results, simply send back your Quick and Simple course within 30 days for a prompt and courteous refund. I think that after you experience for yourself how easy it is to learn a language using the simple method, you'll see the small $10 investment I'm asking you to make today as an absolute steal. But you really do have to act right now. We're offering the Quick and Simple course for just $10 plus free shipping as a way to celebrate Pimsleur's 30th anniversary of helping the world communicate better. But we're planning on raising the price back to $20, $30, or possibly much higher in the future. See, here's the weird thing. When I tell a lot of people that you can start speaking a second language, even a hard language like Chinese, in just 10 short days, just 30 minutes a day, and for just $10, well, to most people, that just sounds unbelievable. It just sounds too cheap, especially if you've been struggling to learn a second language and failing for years, or if you've seen ads for $700 software on TV. Our mission is to spread the Pimsleur approach to as many people as humanly possible, to make everyone on this planet bilingual if we can. But to a lot of people, it just doesn't make sense that you can get such incredible results for less than the cost of a movie ticket. And that's why we just might need to raise the price to something more believable and reasonable. But if this video is still up, it means you can still get the quick and simple course in the language of your choice for just $10 if you act right now. Listen, I don't want to put too fine a point on this, but when you think about it, you've really just got 3 choices ahead of you right now. Option number 1, stop watching this video and leave this page. Do nothing. Keep going the way you are now. Keep being frustrated by and maybe even ashamed by the fact that you can't speak a second language. Option number 2, enroll in an expensive language learning school where you're forced to pay out the nose just to drill vocabulary and try to ignore that tiny voice in the back of your mind that tells you again and again, there was an easier, cheaper, and better way, and you didn't take it. Option number 3, risk nothing at all today. Grab the quick and simple course plus receive free shipping for just $10 today. Simply slip on your headphones for 30 minutes a day for 10 short days and discover how easy it is to start becoming multilingual the quick and simple way. Pimsleur has been bought by the FBI and over 25 million ecstatic customers worldwide.
Open up a new browser, go to this website right now. We have over 16 languages available.
We'll rush